Okay, so we talked about prediction, and we're going to see if I predicted right. I predict that this boy is going to be scared of his teacher at school. The Teacher from the Black Lagoon by Mike Thaler. Pictures illustrated by Jared Lee. It was the first day of school. I wonder who my teacher is. I hear Mr. Smith has dandruff and warts. And Mrs. Jones has a whip and a wig. She looks kind of fun. But Mrs. Green is supposed to be a real monster. Oh my, I have her. Mrs. Green, room 109. What a bummer. I sit at a desk, I fold my hands, I close my eyes, I'm too young to die. Suddenly a shadow covers the door. It opens. What do you think's gonna happen next? Let me use my clues. He's at school, sitting at his desk. It's the first day of school. We know he's worried about his teacher. I bet his teacher's gonna come in, and I think she's gonna be really mean. In slithers Mrs. Green. Oh my gosh, she's like a real monster. I didn't predict that. She's really green. She has a tail. She scratches her name on the blackboard with her claws. Whoa. Freddie Jones throws a spitball. She curls her lips and breathes fire at him. Freddie's gone. There's a little pile of ashes on his desk. She burnt him up. I didn't predict that. What do I think's gonna happen next? I bet all of the kids are gonna behave now. They saw what happened to Freddie. Nobody's gonna make another mistake now. Talk about bad breath, giggles Eric Porter. Well, I didn't predict that right. She slithers over, unscrews his head, and puts it on the globe stand. Ew. I bet she gives homework on the first day of school. Your homework for today, grins Mrs. Green, smoke rising from her nostrils, is pages 1 to 200 in your math book. All the fraction problems. We've never had fractions, shouts Derek Bloom. Come here. She beckons with her claw. Oh, what do I think's gonna happen to Derek Bloom? I bet she bites him or something. Derek stands by her desk. This is a whole boy. She smirks. She takes a big bite. I was right, she did bite him. This is half a boy. Now you've had fractions. Doris Foodle cracks her gum. Mrs. Green swallows her in one gulp. No chewing in class. She smiles. Oh my goodness, this is a crazy story. Mr. Bender, the principal, sticks his head in. Ooh, I bet that the principal's gonna put a stop to this. No principal would let a teacher eat students. Keep up the good work. He nods and closes the door. I wish I could get sent to the principal's office. Let's call the roll, cackles Mrs. Green. Freddie Jones is absent. Derek Bloom is half here. Eric Porter is here and there. Doris Foodle is digesting. Ooh, 'cause she ate her. Oh my gosh. What about spelling? Shouts Randy Potts. Oh, spelling can be fun, beams Mrs. Green, wiggling her fingers at him. Abracadabra-kazam! Well, that's tough to spell, said Randy. Suddenly there was a flash of light and a puff of smoke, and Randy's a frog. I would have never predicted that. I didn't know she could be magic, too. What do I think's gonna happen next? I think she's gonna turn them all into frogs, and they're all gonna live into a pond now, forever and ever. Penny Weber raises her hand. Can I go to the nurse? She whines. What's wrong? asks Mrs. Green. I have a huge headache, says Penny. Mrs. Green wiggles her fingers. There's another flash of light. Maybe she will be a frog. And Penny's head is the size of a pin. She shrunk her head. Better? Asked Mrs. Green. Wow. Now it's nap time. Everyone who has one, put your hat on your desk. Oh, I hope I make it to recess. Sweet dreams. She cackles as I close my eyes. It looks like he's dreaming about home. That is a sweet dream. What do I think's gonna happen next? Oh, I think while she's there sleeping, she's going to bring in a big stew pot and make them all into soup and eat them. Oh no. Suddenly the bell rings. I wake up. There's a pretty woman writing her name on the blackboard. She has real skin and no tail. I'm Mrs. Green, your teacher. She smiles. I jump out of my tail. No. I jump out of my chair, run up and hug her. Well, thank you, she says. I'm glad to be here. Not as glad as I am. Oh, it looks like he was just having a dream. Wow. So my long-term prediction that he was going to be afraid of his teacher was kind of right. He was afraid of her, but it was just a dream. In the end, his teacher was really nice and he wasn't afraid of her at all, right? Some of my short-term predictions were right and some were wrong. That's okay. It kept me focused on my book. It kept my brain thinking about what was going to happen. That helps with comprehension. And that's the real why behind prediction.